What is up guys, it's Kovian here. Welcome back to the channel. So today we have developers notes, and it is important changes because it's changes that pertain to game systems, okay, or ways of playing the game, right? They're changing stats, which is a core part of the game, okay? The specific stats being changed are evasion, accuracy, and heals when hit, okay? Heals when hit was not really a stat, but it was something you can have on gear, okay? You could pull gear that has the heals on hit stats, okay? But it wasn't part of the basic stat sheet. Evasion and accuracy were always part of the stat sheet, and they've gone through so many changes, nerfs, buffs, so forth, right? Never in the favor of accuracy, but evasion has been nerfed many times, okay? So evasion and accuracy are polar opposites, the same way effectiveness and effect resistance work, right? If you want to land debuffs, you need to put effectiveness on your characters to land on the opponent. If the opponent wants to resist your debuffs, they have to have a lot of effect resistance to resist your debuff, right? Same thing goes with accuracy and evasion. Basically, if people don't want to be hit at all, right? Evading means you don't get hit at all. So no debuffs, no damage, okay? You stack evasion. If you want to make sure that you hit the opponent such that they don't evade, you put a lot of accuracy, okay? That's how it normally went, okay? That's all about to change. Let's see how they're gonna change it, right? So it says, hello masters, this is Hyun Soon, the guy who's been here since day one, right? So today we would like to provide a more detailed explanation regarding the adjustment direction and update schedule for accuracy, evasion, and heals when hit stats, which were previously mentioned in our advance notice. Now, there wasn't an English advance notice, but they did do a for Korea, they did do a stream where they go through the whole of 2026, and they mentioned they are going to change these things. It seemed like they were gonna delete them, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna delete them, right? Yeah, they're not gonna delete them, they're gonna change them into something else, okay? So they say currently the accuracy and evasion stand rely on a dual check structure alongside effectiveness and resilience, yes, which increases combat complexity and prevents these stats from demonstrating their intended effectiveness in certain content, right? So even if they made a boss that wanted you to be high evasion or high accuracy, basically it's hard to do that because these stats are also reliant on other stats, right? Like for you to have high evasion means probably have like low defensive other stats, so it ends up being like a the gear you built for this is very complex, which makes scenarios complex, which means it limits the type of gameplay they can make as well. Additionally, the heals when hit option has shown very limited practical value in actual combat situations. The healing is just too little. That's just it, right? Like it's nothing against it. The healing is too little. Yeah, if it healed like 50% on HP, yes, but the healing is too little to warrant you investing in it, okay? That's why it doesn't work. That's why no one wants to use it. And the position where it is, I can put speed, I can put penetration, I can put HP itself. So heals when hit becomes less and less viable, okay? Because versus other stats, it's just bad. To address these issues, the development team will be structuring these stats with the goal of making them more intuitive and providing clearer, more meaningful impact during combat. Okay, key summary changes: accuracy becomes damage increase. Okay, more accuracy, more damage. Oh, we are about to change our builds, boys. Oh no, oh no. Okay, so now accuracy becomes an actual stat. Evasion, damage reduction. Okay, so now it makes sense to go defense, HP, and damage reduction, right? Defense, HP, evasion was kind of okay, but again, as I said, evasion was nerfed so many times, it's even hard to use in PvP situations, right? but now it's just kind of simply, okay, it's damage reduction. Love it. Heals when hit, reduce critical damage. Okay, so they say accuracy and evasion gear sets will be reworked into new defensive sets. Okay, I don't know if both of them will be. We will see. I would have liked if the accuracy set just became the damage increase set and then the evasion set just became the damage reduction set. Like, if that was the case, yes, just do that. But it seems like they're gonna both be defensive sets. We'll see what happens. So they say new stat application details. The newly applied stats damage increase, right? And damage reduction enemy and damage reduce critical damage of the enemy will be incorporated into Outerplane's existing additive damage increase and decrease calculation. Okay. Additive means it happens at the end. Multiplicative means it happens together with. So damage increase is not like crit damage. Basically 3% damage increase is 300% crit damage. That's what it means. So Outerplanes calculates final damage by summing and offsetting all damage increases and damage reduction effects originating from skills, transcendent quirks, and equations. Yeah, so whenever they say something is additive, it means all the damage calculation happens and then it happens at the end. So the skill, the transcendence, the quirks, the equation will happen and then the damage increase will happen at the end. While as if it was multiplicative, it will be part of this calculation, right? Yeah, additive just means, yeah, this damage plus a percentage of all of this damage instead of like skill damage multiplied by whatever that is. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense math wise, but yeah, it's not multiplicative, it's additive. The newly introduced stats are designed to be included within the same calculation framework to prevent excessive efficiencies in specific scenarios and to maintain overall balance. Okay, this seems to be going against what I'm saying. Within this framework, no, it's still additive, but it's the same calculation framework. It just adds at the end. Please note that final damage increase, final damage reduction are calculated in a separate formula layer and are currently applied only to a limited number of skill effects. Yes, so it's those limited number of skill effects plus the set. Okay. By skill effects they mean, you know, like a character will be like has increased, like Drakon, she deals increased damage when you have debuffs. That increased damage is not part of the calculation framework, it's after. And what I'm hearing when they say this thing is additive, it says this thing will also stay in the same level as this. So it's a big, yeah, it's a big damage boost. Due to the extensive scope of data changes and required testing, this adjustment will be implemented in 2 phases. Okay, so the first phase is the next update next week Tuesday, next week Monday, next week Tuesday 27th of Jan. Okay, so they're gonna change the characters. Okay, so there were characters that gave accuracy buff or did something with accuracy or gave evasion, right? Skills that previously applied accuracy or evasion effects will be changed to different effects. So for 1 stars it was Rico and Lily, for 2 stars it was Kay, Lisha, Dolly, and 8 additional characters. Just name them. 3-star, it's a lot, Meryl, Alice, Fran, and 16 additional characters. Holy shit. Okay, and then monster skill adjustment, approximately 100 monster skills that included accuracy or evasion effects will be adjusted. So monsters are what we fight in PvE. Okay, non-playable characters. Yeah, see fam. Okay, so 100 or so. So they're gonna start with changing the characters and the monsters, and then the following update in 2 weeks time. So after the 27th, 2 weeks passes, we get the Valentine update, which is February 10th. Okay, they will adjust the stats themselves. Accuracy, evasion, and heals when hit will be applied across equipment, item, growth, system, and overall content, right? So equipment and item conversion, equipment options, main option for accessories, gloves, and shoes, as well as sub will be adjusted. Armor sets, existing accuracy and effectiveness sets will be reworked into new sets. Okay, special gear, attribute, targeted accuracy, evasion option on talisman, team effects, and exclusive equipment will be adjusted. Some gem options will be updated, okay, because there are gems with accuracy and evasion. Growth system adjustment. So this is when you upgrade, some characters gain evasion, they're gonna change. Transcendence, same story. Quirk system, same story. Okay, everything will be changed. Content, Archdemon's ruins, artifacts will be changed. Monite Gate, some of the nodes will be changed. Okay, and then this adjustment is intended to correct areas where our original system design decision caused unnecessary inconvenience during gameplay. We sincerely apologize for the confusion caused by insufficient balance design. Bro, this game is going for 3 years. Why are you apologizing for this? Actually, you should have deleted this a long time ago, by the way. But this is 3 years later, bro. What do you mean? Are you saying three years past you haven't been balancing? Stop, brother. Stop. This is a throwaway line. I just don't believe it. But again, changes are coming. It's good. It's finally happening. You'll have to see it. There is a new developer's note. Quirk. There's a code basically. Okay, I don't know why they did this. There's a code outer letter gen and is giving 500 free ether. I will take it. I need as much ether as possible. Then they say we will continue working to reduce friction in overall combat system and provide a more stable and predictable gameplay experience. Thank you for your continued support. Really, this is big. It just makes the game more simpler, more approachable. That's what you need. That's what needs to happen. The more complicated it was, it didn't feed into it. People who cared about complicated systems and games just didn't care about Outerplane. So what's the point of keeping it, right? Good move in my decision. In my opinion, good decision. They did great here. Can't wait for the changes. It's gonna be a 2-patch thing, which means our phones are gonna balloon once again, brother. The game is going to be a 100 gigabyte game at one point. But yeah, I have been Kovian. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is